The scorching sun cast long shadows over the dusty streets of Rosario, Argentina. Amid the narrow alleys filled with the echoes of street vendors and distant car horns, a young boy named Mateo chased a tattered, deflated football with bare feet hardened by years of poverty. His eyes gleamed not with the reflection of his harsh surroundings, but with an unyielding dream, to become a footballer like his idol, Lionel Messi. Mateo's world was small, a crumbling one-room home shared with his mother, Sofia, who worked tirelessly as a cleaner. His father had disappeared years ago, leaving behind nothing but broken promises and an old photograph. Sofia was a woman of quiet strength, her hands rough from scrubbing floors, yet gentle when ruffling Mateo's unruly hair. Despite the weight of survival, she carried hope in her eyes, believing in her son's potential even when the world seemed indifferent. Mateo didn't need much. All he needed was his makeshift football and a heart full of hope. Every evening, under the dim glow of streetlights, he practiced alone, pretending the walls were roaring crowds and his shadow was Messi himself. At night, he'd gaze at a worn poster of Messi taped above his bed, whispering, "One day I will meet you. One day I'll be just like you." His small heart held dreams larger than life, anchoring him through hunger, loneliness, and the sharp pangs of rejection. Meanwhile, across continents, Lionel Messi was at the peak of his career, dazzling the world with his effortless brilliance. But despite the trophies and fame, Messi never forgot his humble beginnings. He often reflected on his own struggles, the growth hormone deficiency, the financial burdens, and the relentless battles that shaped him. Perhaps that's why he agreed to participate in a charity event back in his hometown, Rosario, where fate had already set its course. The charity event was modest, a youth football camp sponsored by Messi's foundation. News spread like wildfire, but for Mateo, attending was an impossible dream. The registration fee alone was more than his family earned in a month. Undeterred, he found a way. He snuck into the camp, blending with the crowd, his heart pounding with fear and excitement. While other children wore brand-new kits, Mateo stood out in his patched-up shorts and faded t-shirt. Yet, when the football rolled his way during a casual drill, instinct took over. With swift, fluid movements, he danced past defenders, his feet a blur, his mind lost in the rhythm of the game. The crowd fell silent, mesmerized by the raw talent wrapped in tattered clothes. From the sidelines, Messi noticed. After the session, while signing autographs, Messi approached the boy. "What's your name?" he asked in his soft, familiar voice. "Mateo," the boy whispered, barely able to meet his hero's gaze. Messi knelt, eye level with the trembling child. "You play beautifully. Who taught you?" "No one. I watch you, and I practice, every day." Messi smiled, but beneath his calm exterior, something stirred. He saw himself in Mateo, the same fire, the same hunger. Without hesitation, Messi spoke to his team. By the end of the day, Mateo had a scholarship to a local football academy funded by Messi himself. For Mateo, it was more than a chance. It was salvation. The academy was a world unlike any Mateo had known. Proper equipment, real coaches, structured training. At first, he struggled. His classmates mocked his ragged past, his accent, his awkwardness. But Mateo had faced harsher opponents than bullies. He trained relentlessly, often staying after hours, pushing his limits. Nights were filled with exhaustion, yet his dreams kept him awake, fueling his determination. Mateo's bond with his mother grew deeper. Sofia became his anchor, her gentle words of encouragement echoing in his heart during moments of doubt. "You carry not just your dreams, but mine too," she often whispered, her voice trembling with pride and fear. Months turned into years. Mateo grew, not just in skill, but in spirit. His name began to echo in local tournaments, his footwork a dance of determination and defiance. Messi kept in touch, occasionally visiting, offering advice not just about football, but life. Their relationship evolved from admiration to mentorship, a connection stitched together by shared struggles and dreams. Then came the National Youth Championship. Scouts from major clubs attended, and pressure weighed heavily on Matteo. The final match was intense, tied in the last minutes. Matteo had the ball, defenders closing in, the crowd holding its breath. He could almost hear his mother's voice, see Messi's encouraging smile. With a burst of courage, he dodged, weaved, and scored. The stadium erupted. That goal changed everything. Offers from prestigious clubs poured in. Matteo had arrived. Years later, during a Champions League match, Matteo faced his biggest challenge yet, playing against Lionel Messi, his mentor, his hero. The world watched as the whistle blew, history in motion. The match was fierce, a clash of generations. Matteo's heart raced, not with fear, but with gratitude. Near the end, with the score tied, Matteo found himself one-on-one with Messi. Time seemed to freeze. Messi smiled knowingly, as if to say, "Show me what you've learned." Matteo did. A swift move, a sharp shot, and the net rippled. After the match, amidst cameras and cheers, Messi embraced him. "You did it, Matteo. You became more than I ever was." Tears welled in Matteo's eyes. "I only became me because I met you." But the story doesn't end there. A year later, the world mourned the sudden passing of Lionel Messi due to an unexpected health complication. Matteo was devastated. At Messi's tribute match, standing before thousands, he spoke not as a player, but as a boy who once chased a dream barefoot on dusty streets. "Messi didn't just change my life, he saved it. He taught me that football is more than a game. It's hope, it's love, and as long as we play, he's never truly gone." Matteo dedicated every goal, every victory to Messi, carrying forward not just his legacy, but the spirit of a boy who dared to dream. As years passed, Matteo became a legend in his own right. His career blossomed with remarkable achievements, yet his humility remained intact. He opened academies in underprivileged neighborhoods, inspired by Messi's act of kindness that once changed his life. Each academy bore Messi's name, symbolizing the eternal bond between mentor and student. One day, Matteo visited Rosario standing alone on the dusty field where his journey began. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting golden hues over the landscape. He closed his eyes, hearing the faint echoes of his younger self kicking a deflated ball, feeling the presence of Messi beside him, not as a ghost, but as a guiding spirit etched into every blade of grass. In a heartfelt letter, Matteo wrote, "Dear Lionel, you are the heartbeat of my story, the light in my darkest days. I live to honor you, not just with goals, but with every act of kindness, every child I inspire, just like you inspired me. Thank you for believing in a barefoot boy with nothing but a dream." That letter was framed and placed in every academy, a testament to the ripple effect of a single act of compassion. Matteo's story became a beacon for countless children worldwide, proving that dreams don't require wealth, only belief. And in every cheer, every kick, and every dreamer chasing a ball under the open sky, Messi's legacy lived on, not just in history books but in hearts forever touched by his grace. And so, the boy who dreamt under dim streetlights became a legend, fueled by the love, lessons, and legacy of Lionel Messi, a true testament that sometimes meeting your hero doesn't just change your life, it defines it.